My boss sent a smug email on Friday, "Your access has been terminated." He had no idea that on Monday at 9 a.m., when I didn't log in, every server in the company would go offline. In the world of IT and cybersecurity, there's a concept known as a dead man's switch. It's a system designed to activate if the human operator fails to perform a regular action, like pressing a button. It's a fail-safe, a last resort. For the past 2 years, my entire company had been running on a dead man's switch that only I knew about. It wasn't designed out of malice but out of necessity. But when my boss, a man who believed my time was his property, decided to punish me for refusing to work for free, he didn't just lock me out of the system. He unknowingly took his finger off the button, and he had no idea that the entire network was designed to go dark the moment I did. I was the senior systems administrator for a mid-sized logistics company called Vanguard Shipping. It's not a glamorous industry, but the technical challenges are immense. My job was to be the architect and guardian of their entire digital infrastructure. I managed the servers, the network security, the cloud instances, the databases, everything that allowed thousands of packages to move around the globe every single day. I was good at my job. I had built their system from a patchwork of outdated servers into a secure, efficient, and remarkably stable network. I took pride in its uptime, its security, and its flawless performance. My boss was a man named Greg, the director of operations. Greg was a classic non-technical manager who had risen through the ranks by being a ruthless cost cutter and a master of corporate politics. He didn't understand what I did, not really. He saw the IT department not as a vital organ of the company but as a giant cost center. To him, my team and I were just the plumbers. You only noticed us when something was broken. He had no appreciation for the proactive, preventative work that went into keeping things from breaking in the first place. His favorite phrase was, "Why are we spending so much on IT if nothing ever goes wrong?" The irony was completely lost on him. For the first few years, our relationship was functional, if a bit strained. I kept the systems running, and he mostly left me alone. But about a year ago, the company started pushing a new toxic hustle culture. It was all about being all in, being a team player, and showing your commitment by working nights and weekends. This culture was Greg's dream come true. It gave him the perfect excuse to demand more from everyone, for free. It started with the occasional urgent Saturday request. "Hey Jess, I know it's the weekend, but can you just quickly hop on and reset a password for a new sales guy?" Then it became more frequent. He'd text me at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday asking me to run a non-essential database report that could have easily waited until morning. He saw my salary not as compensation for a 40-hour work week but as an all-access pass to my life. He believed that because I was salaried, my time was his property 24/7. I pushed back politely, explaining that these non-emergency tasks could be handled during business hours. His response was always the same, a guilt trip wrapped in corporate jargon. "I just need people who are committed to the team, Jess. We've got to be agile. We've got to be all in." The situation came to a head with the server migration project. It was a massive, critical undertaking to move our entire on-premises server farm to a new, more secure cloud environment. It was my project. I planned it meticulously for 6 months, designing an architecture that was secure, scalable, and resilient. The final phase, the physical migration of the data, was the most delicate part. It had to be done over a weekend to minimize downtime and business disruption. I had scheduled it all out, brought in a couple of junior admins to assist, and submitted the overtime pay requests for all of us, as was standard procedure.